Hi and welcome to what I think is my 9th video without checking of the Simple Stitcher. I'm Emily and I think this is going to be a quick update. I am in the middle of studying for exams. I'm procrastinating at the moment. I'm supposed to be studying and instead I'm doing a video. I have exams next week and I figure that if I don't do a video now, I'm probably not going to get it done till well after next week. So I've got the house to myself. So I thought I'd bite the bullet and take the time to quickly do an update. I haven't bought very much stuff. I haven't bought anything actually. I got some fabric that I ordered pre-Christmas from Colour Cascade that I was waiting for, that I just got like a week or so ago, and some hand-dyed silks. I don't have them with me, but they're lovely. It's just the Silver Springs, which is the other piece, the backup piece of my Alice in Wonderland piece, just in case I ran out of fabric, and some hot pink silk, which I haven't decided what I'm going to use it for. So that's all I purchased. I've been on a fitness and health kick. I haven't done any personal training for about 12 months since we moved down to the beach. And I signed up for, around January, I decided that I was not eating meat or animal products anymore, and I decided to go vegan. So I've been transitioning to a vegan diet since January. I went vegetarian for a couple of weeks and then thought, yeah, I still can't handle eating dairy and eggs. It's the same principle. There's the same amount of issues associated with those products as with meat. And so I decided to go vegan, and I'm really enjoying it. I have had my moments where I have failed in my quest to be vegan. Came home from uni one night, very late, very tired, hungry, hadn't had dinner. It was 11 o'clock, oh, it would have been 9:45, driving home to the beach, and I had a chicken burger because they don't sell veggie burgers, and I was starving. And I know there's other alternatives, but I was tired and exhausted and rah, 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 rah. So, broke those rules, but got back on the horse, and I feel a lot better for it. I feel emotionally better. I feel physically better. My gut feels a lot better. I've had gut issues for quite a long period of time and tried different things. And not eating refined carbohydrates. I eat potato, sweet potato, pumpkin, you name it, beans, but they're whole foods. Not eating refined carbohydrates, or just a little bit, trying to keep it to a minimum. And cutting out animal products is making a big difference. And then on top of that, I decided I wanted a bit of extra support. So I signed up for did it last year, but I just did the normal Kim Beach No Excuses program, and I couldn't do it. There was too much meat. I couldn't eat all the meat and the eggs, and I was just like, ugh. This was before I even started transitioning, and this was the middle of last year, and it wasn't successful. And then at the start of this year, I saw around February that she'd created a vegan program for her program, which is about 8 weeks of meals planned out for you, along with a fitness schedule. And so it's $100 for 8 weeks. It's cheap as chips, and it's all spelled out. So I decided to give that a go. I signed up for that with my birthday money, some of my birthday money, and I'm loving it. It's really good. I don't always stick to the plan and the foods, and sometimes I've got leftovers, so I don't cook, or, you know, but I try to prep as much as preparation's the key, so try to prep as much food as I can at the start. It's only been like 3-4 days, but I know from experience the last time I did it. Prep as much, and the recipes are really simple and quick. You've just got to be organised, and it's good. I did my first couple of days of workouts, considering, and because I haven't trained for 12 months, I was sore did Mondays, Tuesday's workout, oh, the first day's workout, that was Tuesday. Second day, third day, which was yesterday, I was too sore. I was supposed to do sprints and burpees and something else. And I jump squats, and my muscles were too sore, so I went for a walk with the dog instead to switch that out, which was today's exercise, just a nice walk. And I also had a really sore foot. Occasionally I get a really sore foot in the top of my foot that gets sore, and I don't know what I was doing yesterday or when I was doing the exercises, because I haven't done anything for ages. I've tweaked something in my foot and it was freaking killing me yesterday, like sore as hell. So and it's still sore today. So I don't know that I'll do the runs today. I think I need to let it settle a bit. I've been putting anti-inflammatory stuff on it. Hopefully it'll settle down, because I don't want to get too far off track. And I'm just trying to make sure I keep the food up, the meals up, like she gets you to, because you eat lots and you drink lots, but you eat healthy stuff, so you get your metabolism going. And it's good. But I'm also tweaking it a little bit because I want it to be, it's very focused on weight loss results as well, and I want it to be sustainable past the 8 weeks. And I'm integrating the things I've learned over the last couple of years about what works with my gut and my health and that. But it really, I'm eating so many foods I didn't know that I liked, and beans, and like I would never have eaten beans before, and I'm really loving them. I made, my favorite thing at the moment is vegan tacos. So I don't use fake meat or anything. I use, my partner won't eat them, but my mum loves them. What I made, I tested it out on her. I use the taco, just flat soft tacos, and then I put refried bean mix a little bit, the vegan, I think it's Old El Paso's vegan, some hummus, chili chipotle sauce, like hot, but it's like paprika-y. It's got a bit of sugar in it. It's not so healthy, but you only use a teeny tiny bit. I put tomatoes, chopped onion like normal. I put, in the fry pan, instead of meat, I get cauliflower and chop up the little heads into little bits, put them in the fry pan with olive oil and the lid on, and so I brown them and steam them at the same time. And then at the last minute I toss in pine nuts, like a crap load of pine nuts, and brown them, and I put that in it, pine nuts and brown cauliflower. And then I put vegan cheese, which is some people don't like vegan cheese, but I like it. So I put vegan cheese on it, and I think that's all. And then wrap all of that up, which is next to impossible. You can never get the bum closed on the taco or anything. It's just crazy. And that's super, like, delicious. Like, I love it. I'd eat it every day, but I won't. And then I also started doing toast. I had toast this morning, a piece of toast, which wasn't the Kim Beach breakfast. It's supposed to be oats, but I didn't do that. With Vegemite and avocado and vegan cheese on it. I have the avocado instead of butter, and it's really yummy. So yeah, I'm really enjoying my food. It's really good, and I feel a lot better for it. My skin's clearing up. It was really red and aggravated and not great. So things are good. So I'm doing that. So hopefully I can get the fitness side back up and running, and then I'll be like a fitness machine. Whoa! Be exciting. So anyway, enough of my diet aspirations and changes. I will show you my whips that I've worked on. So I worked on the Cheshire Cat. I got the Cheshire Cat finished, which was my February. Well, I finished in the first couple of days of March, but my February Brooks Books one, and I love it. It's so beautiful. It took a while. It took longer than Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts took 35 hours, and the Cheshire Cat took 42 hours, so it took 7 hours longer. Not sure why. I thought it'd be quicker because there's a lot of empty space down here, but then there's all this detail space. I think it's because there was all blocks of like solid colours, really. without a lot of colour changes, whereas this has got lots of colour changes. And I was switching it out all the time, but really loving that. It's beautiful. I haven't started, so 3 of them. I haven't started on the Royal Gardener yet. I decided to have a break. Didn't feel excited about it, so I thought, no, I'll just put it down for this month and work on other stuff. And I've done no stitching basically for the last 2 weeks. I've been studying, travelling up and back to Melbourne all the time, and just had stuff, I just haven't been able to sit down and stitch. So I was glad I got that work done. I've done no stitching this week, and today's Friday. I'm hoping tonight, after I do my study, my reward will be to sit and do a bit of stitching. So yeah, the other thing I've most recently been working on is my Nen Thomas carousel horse. Didn't really excite me, but I've done this column. I've got to just fill in a couple more colours, little bits, and then all that will be left will be the blending filament, but I'll do the blending filament once the whole page is done. I think it's because I think I was unexcited about it because I was doing one column and I was changing colours so often and it was giving me the shits. I like parking. I just had a phone call. So now I'm going to have to work out how to join 2 videos together. Anyway, long waffle short, I've been working on this one. But I think the colour changing too much is boring me. Like, it's just frustrating me. So I think what I'll do is I still like this parking method and leaving the colour at the top and working up. But I think I might do each, like, one colour for the page and get that done. And then, so I'm not changing all the time, you know. And then do the next colour. Because I do like working colour to a page. So I think that'll be the way that I do it. I think that will work all right for me. But I think I'm going to put that away now. And then come back to that with that fresh thought. So a little bit done on that. That was basically the stitching that I did last week. I think I only did like 10 hours stitching last week, 9 hours, and that was what I did. That bit there. So that's it. Queen of Hearts, sorry, Alice in Wonderland. And then the other thing I spent a crap load of time on the last 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of March, was my chatelaine. I can't remember if in my last video I'd finished off the stitching in the centre, like the actual stitching, or not, but that's done. And then I've done all the beading in here, all the beading, and there's a lot of beading. I spent hours and hours and hours and hours beading. There's 4 beads still to be put on, the big Swarovski crystals. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those ones, but I haven't put them on because I'm thinking that I'm going to take off these ones anyway, so that when I roll it, they don't distort the fabric. Even though I'm going to pat it, I think they're too bulky. The Delica beads will be fine, they'll roll up. But I just don't think, I think I'm going to take them off, so I didn't bother putting them on. And then I worked on the meadow. But then I put it down because it takes brain space. And it's like, I call the Chatelaines putting together puzzle. Like, it takes a lot of problem solving, a lot of thinking and interpreting Martina's designs, which are beautiful, but they can be challenging to understand and understand what she's looking for and make work. So loving that, but not rushing on this and taking my time and just enjoying it. So I've done 1/4 of the meadow, do the other quarter. There's a tiny bit of beading around the edge there, some French knots in here, and then that's done. And then I work on the wider design, so I'll have to roll it. So yeah, loving that, beautiful. And then that's it. So my plans for the month coming forward are, I haven't bought anything and I really want to get some new, I want to start some new stuff, but I'm not starting any new stuff until I've got some finishes. I don't want to keep ending up with more and more whips and then like not getting anything done. I spend a lot of money on fabric and threads and charts and time doing all of this, and then to end up with nothing on the walls is just shitting me. So considering how many years I've been stitching, so I'm not going to start anything new, even though I've got the itch to. My plan is to, so this is where I'm at with Isabella's garden. So I've got a significant amount of it done. Just got to finish her dress there. Tiny bit of garden, couple of bubbles, her head and her body, a little tiny small amount of beading, and it's done. So I'm going to make this my focus. I'm going to get this done, and then that's another one completed. And then I can might pick up another lavender and lace or something, but I can pick something else up then from my stash. I'm not going to buy anything new. I'm going to pick, because when I buy all my charts, I love them. I love them, love them, love them. So I'm going to stitch something that I've previously purchased that I love. It's like you buy these things, you love them, then something new and shiny comes along and you buy that, and then you forget, you lose the love for the other stuff. But I love all the old stuff that I've got. So I'm going to pick one of them and I'm going to work on it. The Chatelaine and the Heaven and Earth designs will take a bit longer. They're longer term projects. And I'm also going to get my Villa Mirabilia. My goal is to wrap that up by September. So, but I'm going to work on getting this Isabella's Garden done. Dunsky. Now I can start something new. So like I said, I'm not working on the Royal Gardener for Alice in Wonderland in March. I'm having a little break, but I will do that in April. Get that done. As long as I get them done in like reasonably close to 12 months, I think that'll be fine. That'll be done. So yeah, not a lot else to talk about. My plans for April are Royal Gardener and Isabella's Garden. If I get some time out or I decide to do something else in that time, I'll work on my Chatelaine and my Heaven and Earth design. So stuff I've already got going. Other than that, I'm trying not to start anything new, even though I really, really want to and really, really feel like it. I'm not buying anything. I was hoping to get my Halloween fairy framed, but I haven't done that. So that'll just happen whenever it happens in time. And that's it. And I wanted to say I've reached the 1,000 subscriber mark. So thank you so much to all the people that have subscribed to me and enjoy watching my video. I'm very proud. It's very exciting. So thank you very much. And thank you for all your wonderful comments. I try to respond to everything. Yeah, so hopefully I don't miss any of your comments. And yeah, thank you for subscribing. Now I'm going to go back and do some study and stop procrastinating once I load this video. Ciao.